Hey guys, I'm back PX3U here. Today I am reviewing my own tank gameplay. This one is actually specifically from a tryout that I took earlier today. This is me playing Reinhardt. This is on attack of Eichenwald. So yeah, basically, I'm doing a self-VOD review, noticing the stuff I did wrong, and hoping that I can improve for the future and help my team more. This was in a tryout, and this is the same way I helped myself improve to Platinum on Zenyatta on the PS4. If you haven't checked those out, you should definitely go check those out. You can check them out in the earlier channel videos. And also, if you want to check out my past video on my setup, it'll be the first link below. Be sure to check it out. It was a pretty good one, actually. I kind of like it. So, yeah, this is me playing a Reinhardt. This is going to be a mix of me saying my thought process, and also a mix of me telling me what I did wrong. I've recorded this once earlier, but my mic was muted the whole time. Actually, I recorded it twice, but my mic was muted the whole time. So yeah, my mic isn't muted right now. If it is, I'm frustrated. But if it isn't, great. Okay. Before we start the hold on. I'm gonna. That sounds annoying. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So right here we've decided to run on the attack. On defense before we picked bunker, and so I assumed they were gonna run bunker as well. So just in case we did, I was asking for Zarya to swap onto D.va. And they actually did extremely well at moments. I actually am going to point those out because I have a few. Because it's actually, I am really thankful for them because those little things could have actually saved us the game. So yeah, let's start at half speed because we start off on sort of a bad note. Actually, they're pushing it quite far. I charged into the middle, but they called us to push far right. And they actually had a Hanzo. I shouldn't have stayed here nearly as long as I did, because their Bastion, if set up for it, could have burnt my shield down instantly. But luckily, that didn't happen, so I sort of got away with it. This is going to be mostly at half speed, because I kind of want to go over a lot of this stuff. The Pharah is currently on the flank, and right here I stayed there again for too long while the Bastion was setting up, and they could have gotten a kill on that and caused us to lose more time. So right here, I kind of like this positioning here, because I'm on a corner, but in a second, I rotate to the middle of it and fire strike, instead of rotating to that corner right there, which I think would have been better overall. Let's bring this to full speed here. We are still fighting because the Pharah is right here, but I lost the fight for us right there, which is not good. Our Lucio is backing out, but we are about to go into a second fight. So right here, I kind of like this positioning. I'm behind a corner. Although I'm not getting any damage done, I am still able to see like I am right now. Use the next line. I also like going up there. Now I notice our D.va's there. We have D.va now. We swapped D.va like I said. I know that we can. D.va starts matrixing, and I wait for her to matrix so she can have her matrix again. But I should have pushed in when she first used it, or I should have called out that she waiting for it, which I didn't do. Which well, you'll see what happens. So as you see here, we are pushing in. This is pretty good. And our D.va gets hooked right here, which should be a good sign. I actually didn't notice that until now. Their Baptiste pulls out an ultimate. We actually, I don't think we ultimate checked during that, so that's unfortunate. So we get halted here. Let's see this. We got halted backwards. And our Lucio gets boosted. I think it was likely supposed to go on me. So right here is a big mistake I made. I don't want that. I want to move back over here. So I see right here that the Orisa is out of position. And I try to punish it. However, our Ana, where's our Ana? Our Ana actually does have sightlines on me. I was expecting her to be over here. She has sightlines on me, and the Lucio is trying to... They're all trying... The Ana is slightly out of position. I think she should be here instead. Because she still has sightlines on me. Yeah, she can't be damaged by the damage boost. But that's just a little nitpick. She does actually rotate there after it. But I get picked off there because I overextended. Because I saw someone out of position, I went out of position. And that caused us to nearly lose the fight right there. That was a nice sleep on the Bastion. We are still staggering into the fight. And our D.Va's right there. We've committed a lot of ultimates in this fight, so we sort of didn't want to lose the fight. Or at least I know I didn't. After that Pharah is down, we were down 2 and they had their full team. Right there, we should have disengaged. Their Mercy used their ultimate. We especially should have disengaged. I think I am coming back. Yeah, I'm coming back now. I don't want that. Let's go back to full speed. Okay. I get hooked right there, where I was planning to shatter, but I didn't hit it in time, and we got hooked. But the only thing that came positive from it is that it actually forced our team to end the fight right there. We were still sort of doing mini poking stuff, like here, but then there's this hook that completely forced us to back out. As you see, they tried going to help, but then they back out. This is mostly because I overextended, killed that Orisa, that we lost that fight. Like, going back to it, like, the Orisa was right in this area. Yeah, I know I can rewind, but it freezes, so I can't go back right now. And the Orisa's here. I come here, and their team is right there. The Orisa is overextended, but I came over here, and they closed on me. Wait, hold on, I should be able to... They were over here. The Orisa was right where the Bastion was. I'm over here. And they are over here. And then they come close on me after they see I've overextended to go after the Orisa, who is slightly out of position. And that was low. But I ended up getting punished for it, which is a misplay on my end. So right here, I should have noticed that they're still setting up and tried to do a hard push. As the only person that was down is our McCree, who I actually think it's killed early on in the fight anyway. But as they're setting up now, the Bastion picked up. I'm doing for some poke. I'm just doing some scouting. I don't think I should have this here up as much, but I do. But just put a shield after I see having to back. So I didn't point that out just now, but the D.Va's Matrix, and that's why I pushed up. And then after the Matrix was gone, I started a shield. That was actually a pretty solid Matrix right there. I'm gonna put it on half speed because it starts getting a bit chaotic. I go for a shatter, and then I get hooked. And now I just realized there was a dragon here that prevented the supports from helping me from missing the shatter. The Pharah is behind to help me here. Let's see what happens. The Pharah gets a nice barrage onto because they're all focused on me. Which, I mean, it's not good, but could have been worse. I mean, it's good, but it wasn't great because it all happened because I misplayed. They wanted to follow up and finish on that for me, and then the Pharah ended up getting a kill because of it. See, I shouldn't have shadowed. I should have waited for the hook to go away or be wasted. which I actually know could have definitely happened because it happens here in just a little bit. So that's fire striking. I'm sort of sitting on the corner. I should have called for McCree to poke. I'm trying to get my shadow here to hopefully get us more win. And as you see, the poke right there was wasted. So right here, I'm backing up, and I realize I'm not in a great position. So right here, I decide to charge away because I'm not in a great position. I'm split from the rest of the team, and so I charge back. Here, they have a Widow, and I got headshot by her, I think. And that makes me a hard shield for a little bit, just trying to protect our squish. Actually, no, I wasn't even trying to protect our squishies, I was trying to protect myself. But after I see they backed up, I go back up to the corner. So right here is another misplay on my end. I end up pushing up further than I should right here. While yes, they are all low, that is theirs, not mine. I am the red team. Their Bastion, they're all low, yes, but now I am there. I have very little support from the rest of my team. My Ana's right here. She has no sightlines on me. Okay, right here is when I make the big mistake right here. Hold on, just in like, here we go. Right here now. So, as you see, I am low health. Shield looks pretty cool when it's baby. No, but as you see, I am low health, and they have their entire team here. I pushed up to try to prevent this damage boost, which was a really risky move. Luckily, it paid off, but I don't think it would pay off most of the time because I am overextending in that situation. And right here, the Ana has no sightline on me because there is a shield in the way, which is actually pretty good shield placement by the Orisa to prevent my team from pushing forward. Luckily, we recognize this and we are able to push forward. So right here is where I finally charge my fire strike right there, which is pretty easy. I'm going in, the D.va matrix is to help my shield. So that D.va matrix was actually really important because I was able to back behind cover without taking any extra poke damage. D.va's actually been doing really well this game if you've noticed. But D.va's starting to take some poke damage. D.va's gonna make a decisive step in, forcing him to move in front of the shield, and I'm gonna use my shatter right here. I shouldn't have swung that time because I would have been able to get that reset too. But if I didn't do that, they had their then they it would have been an even-ish fight right there. So I think that was a pretty good ult. I think I noticed him like, I have to do this. And it's a bomb shatter combo. I don't think it's a bad choice. And if it was, please tell me in the comments because I really do want to get better. Also put the timestamp of the stuff I need to change. Right here, I also get nanoed. I didn't even notice, honestly, which was a little unnecessary, but it's fine in this situation. I charge, and right here I should have continued going left to continue charging because you can't escape to the right. For some reason I started moving my charge to the right side, expecting her to go to the right to avoid it, but it doesn't quite make sense there. But as you notice, they are regrouping now, which means they have a full 6 for the next fight unless we get it in time. No, we do not. So they have all 6 heroes or players or whatever for this next fight. Let's go back to normal speed. And Zarya is trying to get some poke damage. I do take some poke damage. I didn't realize that. I should have backed up, gotten a little bit of healing, and then pushed in again. Because a big thing as tank is you don't want to take unnecessary poke damage. I'm gonna slow it down some. Hold on, I missed. I'm gonna slow it down some. So right back there, I should have tried to stay on this corner instead of forcing them back, because I was already low on health. And because, if you didn't notice, I was, hold on, let me get my mouse cursor. I was standing right about there, and the Ana was in there. She had no sightlines on me. So that's a really dangerous push. Luckily, they backed off, and they didn't take advantage of knowing our Ana was out of line of sight and by killing me. So that was decently poor play on my end. I end up going further up here, and that was a really important and big matrix by the D.va. It was like I was fire striking. I was probably unconscious or whatever, subconscious, not unconscious. But the D.va decided to matrix me while I'm fire striking, knowing I was low and if I could get easily burned down. That was a misplay on my end. I shouldn't have fire striked when I was really low and they could probably easily finish up on me. But the issue with me doing that, it caused our D.va to use a matrix on me and not the Pharah. And if you see here, they have a Widowmaker. Let's just see how that plays out. The Pharah gets the barrage. She gets 1 kill. She gets 2 and 3 kills until the Widow is finally able to kill the Pharah. So, if the Widow was a bit quicker, that would have been a lost fight. Because I misplayed my fire strike and forced our D.va to use a fire strike. I mean, D.va to use her defense matrix on me instead of the Pharah. Luckily, we do happen to get a 3k from the Pharah before he is killed. She is killed, whatever. I do get a fire strike, that's nasty. But, then, right here is just a little bit of trickery that almost causes us to lose this fight as well. There was a lot of almost lost fights. The soldier there decides to go left. We see it. We all think their entire team is going left instead of right. This throws us off. As you see, we start to rotate to the left side because we saw the soldier there. The McCree luckily stayed there because we all rotated onto the one hero that was alone, with being the soldier on the left side instead of checking to see where they actually all were. Luckily, we do manage to sort of turn it around. There is a high noon here that is actually negated by this not amplification, defense matrix right here. Which is unfortunate. There is a shatter that is knocked down by me, which is pretty important. Because while I do die here, as you see, because I am antied, and I'm still trying to swing on the targets and I can't get healed, it's still enough to knock down the Ana and get our team to I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but it does buy us time to help us win the fight. Yes, I could have done it better. I could have fire striked or charged knowing I was low and antied, but yeah. Let's speed it up a little bit. The Ryan charges and the Lucio gets a nice boop, but oh, it still kills the Ana right there. This is honestly when we should have started losing the fight, because we are now down 2, and they are down just their Ana. We are down our Ana and our Reinhardt. But actually we were down our Pharah too, but our Pharah is just getting into the fight, and their Reinhardt dies, and their soldier dies because of it. This is also a pretty important barrier, as everybody was pretty low because our Ana was down. Targets were not being called here, but since it was so staggery, it's really hard to point out flaws and stuff, which can a lot of people can point out. D.va pushes bomb right here. That forces them behind the payload, which I know wasn't intentional, and it gets D.va. The Ryan charges, gets forced, is noticed to be out of position. And if you notice, there is another rocket barrage. So the Ryan is back here getting 0 value, other than feeding our Lucio ult charge. The soldier is getting negated by the McCree and D.va. And the D.va should honestly be trying to matrix Pharah, but it wasn't called, so I'll give her some slack. And the Pharah's on the Tracer, and I'm in the middle of no man's land trying to figure out what to do. Because there's a Tracer on point, there's a soldier to my left, and there's a Rhine behind me. And I am in the middle of it, not knowing what to do. Eventually I do go after the soldier, which I think was the best choice because he was closest. Then the only one left is Tracer. The only one is a Tracer left on point. She gets the pulse bomb on McCree. She does pretty well at trying to turn it around, but doesn't do it quite well enough. And we do end up taking the map because of it. So feel free to tell me anything I did wrong. Also, anything I did right in the comments below, because I honestly really want to know anything I've done right and wrong, because I want to help this team, I want to help myself improve, and I want to know why I am bad at this game. Because, let's face it, that's really the only reason why people do these, because they're like, I'm bad at this game, and I kind of want to know why. So, yeah. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to like, subscribe, stay connected, click the little bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.